Everybody, welcome back. All right, so yeah, I don't know what happened there. I guess I'll just release those. It's a really quick episode. I guess I'll just keep it that way. I don't know what to do about it. The OBS just randomly crashed. It's never done that in the middle of an episode. Just like, oops, we crashed. So I don't know. But I guess I'll just post it up and I'll just release another episode right after this one. Since that one's only like a 10-minute episode. And I'll just talk about it in the description. So you'll get your full, like, you know, hour-long per day TSP campaign. Definitely occupy. So yeah, sorry about that. I don't know. It's either I just don't show that battle, or I don't need a necromancer. Who cares about a necromancer? Oh, quest issued. Australian expedition. Where are they? Huh. Oh, is this for, one of his things?
The taint of undeath is spread by your conquests, mighty lord. Your realm grows, and more distant lands now fall under your gaze. The Empire and other kingdoms of men lie to the north.
Battle of Helfen.
Dark
Is that just a random battle that they added, or... Yeah, it's not for this. Huh. I don't know where the Battle of Helfen is, though. Oh, it's right there. Okay, now we're getting a lot of replenishment. Okay, we can get some ghouls here. Those are really nice. Now, those are a bit faster. And they do have poison. Now, this is a special kind of... This is Van Helsing's poison. Or not Van Helsing, whatever. Helman Ghorst's poison.
Lich Master.
Oh, I forgot I even had this. Awaken from the grave. I have to go Master of the Dead here.
The world will drown in blood.
Alright, so we already have that one. We probably need to get that for the growth. And wine. Oh, it gives public order also.
Unstoppable! What doth thou wish to discuss with thine true father?
Yeah, and then if I get a confederation with him as well, then I get all of his buildings that are built up, and I don't have to spend gold on it, or growth on it, and all that. So yeah, I mean, I think maybe playing it this way, nice with him, is the way to go.
Such insolence!
We'll see. I mean, if he doesn't want to play nice, I guess that's fine too.
Bow before me!
I'll have you speak now. Pray.
It'd be nice to be able to trade with somebody. Alright, so do we... What do we do next? Let's see, these guys... They have crypt horrors. Okay, well... And crypt ghouls, the dogs. They have some scary stuff.
Do not mistake me for the fool.
So they're gonna have... They're gonna have about as many as I do.
I am ready. Merciless.
We have to have these. Take out the Cryptors, which is still going to be very difficult to do. Now he can raise dead also. Potentially. We'll wait till next turn if we want to raise dead and roll up on him.
Yes.
Do we want to hire... get anything here? I don't suppose so. Be nice to upgrade this. It's gonna cost us 2,000 though. We might have to do that next turn. Alright. If we don't take it, he's gonna take it. So we have to fight it next turn. Necromancers are some of the weakest heroes in the game. At least in the base game, they're one of the weakest heroes. These vampires are just so much stronger. Have better magic. Okay, more Beastman invasions. Sure. We'll do whatever we can to make the game a bit harder.
Master of unlife.
We can combine these.
My puppets dance. My cruelty knows no limits.
We're gonna have to hire these two or raise dead on them. And then go at them.
Death is only the beginning.
It's gonna be tough, but we have some pretty good regen. Like he just got the regen. We can summon some stuff. But yeah, I mean it's not gonna be easy.
Necromancer. Fame. Kill. Rise.
Yeah, this is gonna be real hard. But if we put those in, like, if we just stick the spears on them, I think we can deal with that. These are gonna be a bit harder to deal with, but let's do it. I mean, we have to win. If we don't win, then what's his name's gonna take it, and then we won't be able to complete our province, and we're gonna be pretty much screwed. That needs to be in the middle. Okay, so we'll start deployment. Now, we actually don't want Helman in combat now because he heals when he is not in combat. Because of his little necromancer, this thing. So we actually want to have him, like, close to combat, but not, like, actually in combat. Oh, we have to click over to summon those. Okay, well, that's annoying, but alright. So we can summon some Graveguard behind him. I would rather have a full battalion of Graveguard than the one guy. I mean, we can summon the one dude if we overcast it. Maybe to fight their lord at the end if it comes down to that. So, I mean, if they want to come at me up on this hill, I'm cool with that. You get a little bit of an advantage.
Serve my will.
I thought there were only supposed to be 6 of these. There's 10 of them, huh? Maybe I'm thinking of the armored trolls. We really want everyone to be kind of tightly packed in here so that we can get the Nehekara off a little bit more. Being pretty smart, holding them in there. They're trying to get them out of the spears.
Swiftly. As you say. The summoning begins. Now! With haste, glorious death! I lust for battle.
Okay, we're about to win this side. Carve those up.
The power is mine. Unleash the gift of undeath, corpse cat! I will bathe in their blood! Very well. With haste!
Where are my spears?
Rise, rise, rise! Ha ha! There shall be darkness.
God, it is so hard to kill those things. Because they regenerate so much.
As you say,
Maybe I should just tie them up with zombies and then just kind of go from there.
swiftly.
I don't know.
Of course. With haste. Swiftly. With haste. See to it.
Let's see if we can just get this necromancer here. God, these things are so strong. Should
They
get their
will
lord here, I
come
think.
when I call.
There we got them all. Yeah. Okay, nice. Those cryptors are scary. My spears were not doing that much because they regenerated so much. My Graveguard killed a lot. I don't know how much my summoned Graveguard killed, but it was probably a lot. I forgot I had 3 stacks of that. Maybe I should have waited and used one more of those instead of my Nehekara, or my, whatever, my healing. Those ghouls did kill quite a bit. I maybe would have been better off going for the ghouls than the skeletons, but...
Sigma.
To die in battle.
Oh. Let's see. I forgot he starts over here now.
I am the Slayer King.
I thirst.
Holy crap, he starts with 3 Vargeists. Yeah, that army would probably crush me. No doubt, that would crush me. They have so much regen. These guys actually have regen too. This Vampiric Knighthood.
Dark magic is
The
mine.
spears just can't damage him fast enough. Okay, so now what? Gold, definitely. Top priority, unless none of these lower building costs, right? Research rate for public order. And Empire provinces hate us. Hey, thanks for the sub, appreciate it. Interesting, okay, so skeleton. Upkeep reduction. I think we just want growth. Oh, that's interesting. So the tax rate gets changed, and then the raised dead cost goes up or down depending on the populace. All right. Well, I think we need growth. Although it is going to hurt public order. Need to get that growth up. Need to get to level 2. Need to get to Crypt Horrors. It's gonna be expensive. Eshin. I don't think we're gonna be able to trade this stuff though.
Unstoppable!
I don't have a treaty with the Fairland, do I? We do have non-aggression pacts with some of these people, huh? I can't break those non-aggressions this early, though.
Children
when did you get
of
in
my blood, come, let us talk.
Is this 315 or 320?
Yeah, I heard you come in.
Oh, say,
Yeah.
sneaking in.
Right, sneak in.
Be gone.
No call, no show.
So wait, you texted me
Darkness
about
comes.
that from your room?
Yes.
I thought you were like at work or something texting me that.
It is
No, I
night.
was sitting in there because I thought, well, he
Very
can call
well.
any minute,
Let us.
so I better not get into anything else.
So you are getting trolled.
I mean, I guess he could theoretically call in the next 17 minutes, but yeah. And this is the third time that this meeting was supposed to happen.
Oh man.
I had it scheduled for Tuesday, which he confirmed.
I don't guess we
And
want that building just yet.
Then, like, Monday afternoon or Tuesday morning, I got an email saying it was rescheduled to Wednesday afternoon. He didn't ask me what time would work for me or anything like that. He just rescheduled it.
don't know.
and said, I'm traveling Tuesday. So I couldn't make that time. So I looked at his calendar and I picked this time, which was available. And I got an email accepting it.
Huh. I see. It's annoying, and they're... Can't
I
get...
assume Rory is sleeping.
Yeah, she fell asleep in the thing. I just went ahead and put her up. Gibbets are a lot worse. They used to be 150, 300, I thought. But now it's spread out to these other things. God, vampire counts are so poor. Well, part of that is to balance out. You have such high replenishment, and you can raise dead. I do need growth. Does this give growth? Let's give some growth. Oh no. Which company was that for?
Logistics.
Sounds sketchy.
It does sound a little sketchy.
Let's get public order. It
Not
gives
going in, but I was like, well, I'll just see what this guy's
Can I assist?
minus 1 upkeep, so 17 gold. No, well, we did inherit a forest building.
Never.
It's gonna be tough to siege that over there, but
Master
maybe we can
of
do it.
unlife. I am ready.
We could also just go for Eshin. I mean, what is this fight? This Rice Guard are gonna be real hard. Knights are such garbage. Don't think we want to fight that just yet.
Corpse Master.
We need tier 3 so we can get stuff. And they have Empire Knights in their tier 1? What? Oh, because of pastures. I mean, spears might be able to deal with those, maybe. 6.
The nation calls.
Ghorst.
Did you try to use the bathroom a few minutes ago?
No. My headphones hit me. I mean, I guess we can just grab some of these. Maybe one more hound.
I admire your depravity.
We can't afford it.
What?
Okay, so do we want hounds or do we want the ghouls? I mean, the ghoul, I probably want the ghouls instead. The ghouls are nice because, well, I guess they don't have the lethal poison with Helfen and Ghorst. So I guess the hounds have the same kind of poison. Okay, maybe the hounds are better then. Let's see. Melee attack is basically the same. Oh, they do have lethal poison, it's just not mentioned? Or there's just not an icon for it? Man, let me look and see. it should have lethal poison. Which does extra damage over time and all this extra stuff. It's a dot, that's right.
Lich Master.
But here it looks like it's replaced by Ghorst's poison. I don't know, whatever. We'll just split the difference and do it that way. Next turn, we can probably just buy a couple of zombies and
By the
run at this place. Do some damage.
refuse.
Other option is come down here. I don't know. Let's see. It's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. So I can have
My puppets die.
20. Maybe I beat him. Okay, I tell you what. Let's go for ghouls then. If I want to go try to siege Templehof, which maybe I want to do, then I'll go for 2 ghouls. Okay, that's all good. That's all good. All good in the hood.
Is only the beginning.
Dear.
Is it?
Sorry. I think Rory's relaxing in there. She looked kind of zonked out. She's like, I came in from the walk. It was really hot out there.
Did she drink some water?
She just started panting and like passed out.
Honey.
Okay, so he is gonna siege that. Alright, well, I can't siege that, so I guess I'm just gonna go after Ostermark because I need money from somewhere, and that's the only place that. Well, about 20, 30 minutes. I mean, I guess we could go after the dwarfs. Our little undead horde is pretty bad against dwarfs right now, though.
The axe thirsts for war.
Let's have so much armor. I guess the lethal poison might be able to wear him out.
For the wisdom of Valea.
What do you see?
We just don't have any armor piercing.
The Empire.
Let's see.
I am invincible. I, Vlad von Karstein, welcome thee. Impudent pup.
It says Manfred, although I'm not Manfred. I guess that's a graphical thing, I don't know.
Darkness comes. Why do come?
I have a non-aggression with them. Alright, well, guess I gotta go after the dwarfs then. Maybe I can take the dwarfs' secondary cities.
What?
So far, it looks pretty strong.
I must fulfill my
Definitely
slayer
can't do a
oath.
siege yet. The Karen Wraiths would actually probably be really strong against them. Dwarves. Isn't that right, dear? Now the Karen Raids do magical damage, which means they would do reduced damage to dwarves. But dwarves don't have any magical damage themselves, or they don't have much. And the Karen Raids do a lot of armor-piercing damage, but they don't have super high melee attack. I don't know, it'd be interesting. I think that the Wraiths would be very good against them. I can't cast that many things because it's all very expensive, the stuff that I want to cast. It does bring the cost down by 2 if I go for that one. 5 leadership's kind of a big deal. Maybe go with this, because I'm still going to have a lot of zombies and skeletons in these armies. Oh, we have 2 points. Okay, I forgot about that. You can't get any bonuses to attack on the ethereal units. Graveguard and Crypt Horrors, but we're not gonna be able to afford a lot of those units. So, I mean, it's nice, but we're gonna be poor to start with. It takes a long time for, not a super long time, but a decent chunk of time for the vampires to get rolling. It does give 10 extra growth, extra money. I think we kind of have to upgrade that. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that going. Even though I do want to rush like this as fast as I can, we have to get money rolling in. And this will allow us to get our gibbet. And probably peasant blood tax. Ugh. Minus 10 growth though. But 100 extra income is important. God, getting this corpse pile is more important. But we need walls. We have to have walls on the outside. Okay. And I guess we're going down here to mess with some dwarves. That's gonna be tough, but that's really the only people we can fight right now. Because of all of our non-aggression. So you can't break a non-aggression until 10 turns in. Then we gotta do something with our money. I guess we could fight rebellion somewhere if we could just, you know, or raid something, but...
The slayer in me seeks death.
I'll have your soul.
They're probably gonna take this. I don't know, maybe. Maybe not. If they fail, we'll go clean it up. We could go take their capital from them.
Master of the
If we were trolling.
I will attend to it.
Looking it all the way down to Dragon.
On my way. Dark magic is mine to command.
Moved all that stuff. Still going for growth. Lack of corruption, seriously? Is that one Skaven thing? That is troll. I guess we could have maybe. I just don't think we can do that quest battle yet until we get some tier 3 stuff. We're gonna have to just mess with the dwarves. It's gonna take like light years to cut through that armor on those dwarves. This battle's gonna last like 40 minutes. Zombies versus heavily armored dwarves. How did we get a population surplus? Wow.
For the wisdom of the layer.
Lichmaster.
Alright, these guys are getting a little scary
My
now.
axe thirsts for war.
Master of unlife.
They only have 2 armor piercing. Well, I mean, this might be a mistake, but
They shall despair.
okay, yeah, they took it in one turn. Did they lose anything?
Of the dead.
Not really. They lost one Vargeist.
I am unstoppable. We have much to discuss, and thou art most welcome. It is my will.
See if they'll trade.
I, Vlad von Karstein.
Maybe next turn they'll be willing to trade. We can get some trade income. That'd be great. And we can just let them build this up, like I said, and just try to play the political game with them. And then eventually, once they have this built up, get a confederation. It could be a great way to save a ton of money in growth. Because the growth is not that great on vampire counts until you get vampires proper. I guess we need to just go ahead and go for that too.
Helfen Ghorst.
These dwarves rode up with.
It is time.
They're at war with these guys. Let's see if those guys will pay us.
Where's my madness? Come and die.
I want to give us a little cash for that. You know, if you're gonna go to war, always see if somebody will pay you to go to war. So we picked up an extra 500. Now this is scary because these guys are getting some pretty good stuff in here, honestly. But
My puppet starts.
keep in mind we're getting like plus 13 melee attack
Begone.
We're effectively getting like
What's
plus 13
this?
melee attack on all of these things, so you know, he's pretty much have 28 melee attack. And they do have strong vigor, so I don't know. It's still going to be a really tough fight.
Corpse Master. Give them death! For the night!
But if we die, I mean, we can bring a lot of this stuff back, too. Could just auto-resolve it. I'm afraid they're going to kill stuff if I do that, though. But we're definitely going to overwhelm them. Let's just see what happens. That should be fine. We just need to fight people just to get experience, get some money, you know. We could just normal occupy, but they're going to come over here and probably take it from us at some point. So we might just loot and occupy. And just allow there to be like a rebellion, and if they don't want to come and defend it, then we can like fight the rebellion to get some extra gold also. Potentially. Could also just sack it. Looting would give us replenishment, so we can heal and maybe fight those dwarves if they come out into our territory. But sacking would be like maximum money. I'm gonna go with the loot and occupy. This way we get replenishment. There will be a rebellion here that we can farm if we need to. Level up a little bit, just have something to do while we're chilling. Usually I don't like sitting in like multi-sacking towns or whatever, that kind of stuff, but we need something we can do, and we need some way we can generate money. These campaigns were so poor early on.
No, I will not shame.
So we're kind of like the Zerg use of StarCraft. I don't know if people still play StarCraft anymore, but like we are the we're the Swarm, but we're a lot weaker if it's 20 on 20 right now. Because let's face it, I mean, these zombies are a bit stronger, but they're 13 gold upkeep per turn. And, you know, these are probably like 200 or something. They are way, way more effective. Although these are very efficient for their price. I think we just continue on our path here. This is such an efficient upgrade just because the zombies have such a low base melee attack that getting like an extra 2 or whatever. I think in the base game you could get 12, up to 12, without the skills rejigger or whatever that they did on this. So it actually kind of nerfs the zombies a little bit. I'm pretty sure you used to be able to get 12 melee attack and something else. I don't know if it was charge bonus. It may have always been charge bonus, which is worthless because they don't charge. So it's basically just 8 melee attack. If it gave melee defense, also that would be it may have done that in the base game. It may have done melee attack and melee defense. I know that's what the dwarves get. At least that's what they used to get, but anyways, alright. How much do they get for chevrons? Nothing. They don't get any melee attack for chevrons. Because this guy has 1 chevron. So I'm trying to see the difference here. It's... I mean, the difference is literally they get 1 extra leadership. What about these guys? What do they get for chevrons? They get an extra melee defense. 34. So they get 1 melee defense and a little bit of leadership purse. They don't get any melee attack. But a lot of that's to balance out the fact that this gives you the +8 melee attack and defense. but that's only in that little 40-meter range. So, when does he get his corpse card? That's what I want to know. 15. Okay, that's going to take a long time. Alright, what do we win here? Get any buildings? Yeah, we're just going to let this place burn. We'll tax it. We'll get the money. Okay. That's probably going to be it. We get site. Okay, Zufbar. I'm pretty sure once we get Cairn Wraiths, we can beat these guys. Because with Perfect Vigor, and we just go up on the ramparts and just wear them out. Just sit there and just fight them. And just have the corpse cart sit on the bottom and just replenish them, just regenerate them. And I don't think they're, or not the corpse cart, the Ghorst. Just sit up there with them. And I think we'll just wear them down. The only thing that does magic is the Lord, so we just have to just...
Don't think so.
Actually, the Lord doesn't even do magical attacks. A lot of Lords do.
Ghorst!
Like Ghorst does. Alright, yeah, we can just wait till next turn. Yeah, I really like the Undead and how they play. That's my style. Kind of the, just grind them out. Declared war on... Okay, so yeah, they just cleaned out Templehof. I mean, that's a serious starting. You know, I don't think that the player does not start with that. That's overpowered as hell. You start with Blood Knights, but I'm pretty sure you don't get triple Vargeist. Those Vargeist are legit. Yeah, we need to secure those sewers.
Your prestige grows, my lord. News of your conquests spreads far and wide. Your developing power is
Oh, that
noted
actually
by
did trigger
even the
this as
most
well. I forgot about
distant of
that.
Kings and
Okay.
bestial lords.
Huh. Okay, so this guy's going on the offense. He's not even playing around.
Be gone.
Wait, no, that's a different lord. Where'd this guy go? Uh-oh. Is he in ambush stance or something?
Do you take me for a what?
This guy's just trolling. He's taking so much attrition. Wait, who's the third? I thought there was a third. Oh, it was the other guys. Okay, they got wiped out.
Welcome. Sit by my side and let us
We can't yet. We can't yet, but I will. So if we're both fighting the same enemy, that will boost us up a lot in terms of friendliness. Now, right now, they don't like our treaties with a Fairland, but you don't want to be seen as treacherous. Even if you break treaties, like, people don't like you very much, but they're not going out of their way to go to war with me and just, like, come after me right now. Whereas they will do that. Because I've done that with Chaos before. I've killed some of my vassals and things, so I was like, whatever, everyone hates me. Everyone declares war on you and just stops what they're doing and just throws everything at you if you're seen to be a treacherous person a lot of times, if you break treaties a lot. So you're really rolling the dice when you do that.
Master of unlife.
I'm really confused where that dwarf went. Is he in ambush stance somewhere? If I get ambushed, it's gonna be really bad. I feel like this has to be a bait or something, right?
What is unthinkable?
Eshin, I don't think...
Nay.
Eshin might be able to beat him by himself. I don't know.
My puppets dance. I am ready.
Alright, I'm gonna try to go back to Drakenhof. Hopefully I don't get intercepted. That's really weird. I mean, maybe they went over here to take on Brom's Peak or something. I don't know, but I'm just gonna chill here and see where they go. I don't think they can hit Eschen from here. But we'll just chill with it. Okay, we're about to get this for some more gold. I mean, I'm gonna want to get the wine anyways at some point. And I guess it's possible, especially with this right. It's possible I could get some trade agreements with Vampire Counts with that right and like some of these techs, like infiltrate noble houses. And there were a couple other ones that maybe gave me some extra stuff. I want Castle Drakenhof proper. I think we just chill. Okay, so when I level this up, what do I need? I need this. It's gonna be 4,000. I need this. No, I don't need this yet. That's a luxury, but yeah, we don't need. I'm not really too keen on the Black Knights. They're okay, but I would rather have. They are a bit cheaper than the Cryptors, but I'd rather have Cryptors and these Cairn Wraiths. Sort of my flanking units. I mean, the fact that they cause terror and they have perfect vigor is pretty sweet in my book. Now these are super expensive. These are good, but I would definitely rather have the Cryptors than those. Yeah, I mean, I'd rather, you know, just spend my money on Graveguard. Graveguard and then use Cairn Wraiths and Cryptors as sort of my flankers and just whatever on these. Banshees are alright, but they did change this around to do increased mobility now instead of whatever it was in the past. I think it gave you like hero defense or something. So that is actually quite nice for later on, but like the must buy new thing, I have to have this in order to get Graveguard and Cairn Wraiths. Oh, we can get Banshees off of this, too. Okay, so it just doesn't even matter. I don't need this until tier 4 for the Lodestone and the Coach. And then this I don't need until tier 4 for the Vargulf, and that's a luxury. Okay. Just trying to plan a little bit here. This is nice, but it's expensive. Oh, whoa, hold on. Wow, it doesn't give the spread anymore. So usually, when you got a bunch of provinces, you could get them to, like, spread the corruption to other places to prepare before you invaded, but now it just gives you, I think, a lot more in the specific region. I feel like 4 is a lot. This used to give, like, maybe 6 in the specific region, but it doesn't spread as much. But that spread was really powerful when you got a lot of territories. So it's harder to spread. Okay, so you have to manage each province a little bit better individually. So could I then just go for a charnel pit right now? Just for more growth? A little public order. Sorry, I still have a bit of a cold. I don't see why not. Let's do it. I mean, we've already got a gibbet. We're going to get 2 slots. 1, 2. Good to go. We already have this. Yeah, we could sell it back later if we need to. I wish it gave money. I mean, I guess I could do this for the money, but lowering my growth feels bad because you need tier 4. They get such a huge power spike at tier 4. Primarily because you get these vampires. These are so strong. They can give you a lot of extra growth. You get so many things. You get the vampires, you get the terrorgeists, if you want them. You get the Blood Knight, or Dragon Warriors. It's just, everything's tier 4. You have really cool tier 5, too. Yeah, vampire counts have really good late game scaling. I guess a lot of factions do, but... Okay, so the question becomes then, do we want growth, or do we want 100 extra gold? Probably growth, I guess. Alright, we'll go with that. Let's see, we just moved. Did all of our other stuff. We're not going to build anything right there. And there's going to be a rebellion there. In like 2 turns, we can go fight that rebellion. Get a little cash money. This is going to be one of the first campaigns. Actually, this is the first one, Vampire Counts, where I played nicely with the neighbor. Because in the original Manfred campaign that I did... Oh, there's a 20 stack, okay. In the original Manfred campaign that I did, it was just Templehof. There was no Vlad. Vlad was with an expansion. Wow, he could make it all the way back home. Okay. And then when I played Isabella, you're highly, highly incentivized to take out Castle Drakenhof, so you get those vampires at tier 2. And so I took them out early. But now we're going to kind of play friends with him, which is interesting because he's kind of like a buffer zone against a lot of the other Empire units right now. And like I said, it would be interesting as well if I confederate with him when he already has an entirely built up infrastructure, so I don't have to pay for that. So we're gonna be active. We're gonna start working the dwarves in the mountains, and we're gonna have him work the humans a little bit here, soften them up for us. And then we'll step in, and when we go to war with the humans with him, that gives you a lot of camaraderie. It gives you a lot of extra political clout. What's going on? Okay, yes. So they sent their army over here to take care of those guys. Alright. And we could come over here and try to take these guys out.
What do you seek?
Be gone.
I mean, we're just kind of waiting on the growth. Like, we can't do anything else while we wait on this. Tier 2. Okay, we're getting the grapes. Let's see if we can go ahead and get that trade agreement. This might be our last turn on this episode.
Cower before me. I, Vlad von Karstein, welcome thee. You fool!
Okay, they like our war with Zufbar.
Necromancer. Death is only the beginning.
Hey, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it.
The dead shall rise.
So we're buffing up this chaos corruption here a little bit. Oh, do I even have any
Dark
dead?
magic is mine.
There's
to
not much
command.
raised dead here.
Do you take me for a wasp?
Okay, so we'll fight this rebellion here. When that rolls up, so we'll just have to fight rebellions for a little bit, which, once again, is not my favorite, but there's just nothing else productive we can do until we get to tier 3, because we can't siege this until we get tier 3 units. It's just not happening as Vampire Counts, because you don't have any missile troops, so you can't deal with them. You have to either, and you don't have any gate smashers either.
Master.
That's one thing that's also kind of annoying with the vampire accounts is you don't have anything that has the siege attacker, because these guys for some reason don't. It seems like they should. They're expensive. They're big. Looks like they should be able to break down gates, but they can't. These guys don't have it either, which is kind of weird. And then obviously like the smaller infantry is not going to have it. So you don't get siege attacker, this thing, until tier 4, and you don't have any artillery to get it either. So pretty much like your strategy with undead is you have to get up on the walls. So it's going to take 2 turns, and you walk up and you just basically just fight their infantry on the rafters. And that's kind of how you deal with them. Just regenerate through it and just fight them on the rafters. So that's what we'll probably be doing for a little bit. You can get a battering ram and go through the front door that way too. Shenanigans, Tangled Vine, Gibbet. I think Gibbet is the best one, as it gives you public order and income. It doesn't charge you growth. Let's get that Gibbet going. Now, that is a little sketch, because if I get attacked in Eschen, but it doesn't matter, because I need to be tier 3 before the watchtower, before we get this watchtower. Because we do want walls there, for sure. Okay. It's all good. I mean, could... There's no point in putting a building here. Alright. Okay. Let's see what kind of rebellion we get here. Okay, we're getting Greenskin Rebellion. It's interesting. How does he have multiple vampires? What? He has 2 vampires now. Okay, he's fighting something over there. Was that a rebellion or something? I don't know. I'm trying to think if there are other vampires on the map. There's Vampire Coast, Musion. He's not taking attrition? What? Maybe I'm just not seeing that right. Okay, yeah. Just auto-resolvable. So we're not getting that much. How much money did we just get off of that? I didn't even see, like 1,000 or 2. I think 591 right here. I don't know if the rebellions get progressively harder also or not. But
Darkness calls.
What is unthinkable?
By the comet!
they're not taking
Raise
attrition
Sigma.
for some reason when they're standing in my vampiric corruption. A lot of vampiric corruption, 91%. That's odd. Alright.
Now! Very well. Let us hold a conclave, my kin.
I mean, I could declare war on some of these factions. Or I could see if he'll pay me to declare war. Now, I've done this before, and some of these factions will literally run across the map and get me. If I declare war on them. But and we could see if he'll pay us for that. A small gift is actually not that bad. Help us out with him. Let's see here. Join war against. Land Ness is usually a pretty weak faction.
I veto this.
So this does give us a little bit of extra money if he pays us, and will give us some political favor with him.
I will.
So that's even better in some ways than buying the gift, because you're giving them money for the gift. Now, I could give him money for the gift and then also get him to, you know, move up that way.
Lord of the Dead, what dost thou wish to discuss with thine true father? Child.
We can't do that for a little bit. We can't break the non-aggression until turn 10. Alright, so
Ghorst!
we can just turn this into a raid. Like, our units will be winded, but
Merciless. I love it.
raiding my own territory. He's like, merciless, I love it. Give it. Gibbets everywhere. I think. Yeah. I mean, Gibbet's still the best bargain. It's like, you're so hard up for cash. It's vampire counts to start with. It's 75 gold, paying 2,000 for a building that only gives 75 gold and plus 1 public order is... I mean, that's scraping the bottom of the barrel, but that's just what you gotta do. Like, gold mines are obviously a really huge deal if you can get those. Alright, we're about to finish this for the extra growth, some repression buildings. That's Gibbet stuff, I think. And then we'll start working the, probably this for even more growth. Then once we start gaining some territory, this, ritual stuff will probably be good. Okay. Got all that. Do we want to upgrade this? Not until we get the trade agreement, I don't think. May not be worth. Still taking a hit on public order. Alright. And this will be it. I didn't see how much experience I got for that. I mean, I could have just kept sacking the place over and over again, but I think just occupying it and then just killing the rebellions a lot, just farming up those rebellions is probably a little bit better in terms of efficiency. Like I said, with a lot of campaigns, I really don't like, you know, doing this type of thing, but there's like nothing else I can do while we're waiting, and we really, really need money. Like, you kind of have to do it as vampire counts early, unless you kill Vlad and basically grab all of that vampire stuff early on. But I don't think that's possible with Helm and Ghorst, just because your early units suck so bad. You know, if you are Manfred and you start off with like a Vargulf, maybe, but even like the Blood Knights are going to crush that Vargulf. But if you're Isabella or if you're Vlad, you can kill Manfred and get all of his stuff pretty early on. As I did in my Isabella campaign. So this is just a different style. But I think it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Next episode, we're just gonna do this for probably like, I don't know, maybe another 5 turns until we level. It might be 10 turns. We'll see. We're just waiting on the leveling up growth. So we're getting 470 for this. Our units are taking a little bit of a beating here, so we gotta be careful we don't do this too much.
Master of the dead.
Okay, so that's one of their rights they get, I guess. I've never seen that before. This is a new right some of their old world factions get, the whatever of errantry. So I guess he got a free army, kind of like the Lizardmen. I don't know. What is right of dominance? Public order. Vargul, Fargeists. It's expensive, though. That'll be good later, but we don't need that right now.
My cruelty knows no limits. I will attend to it.
Nah, we're gonna have to
My
raid it.
puppet starts. They shall despair.
So I think we'll still get the replenishment before next turn. So we got like, what, 400 gold or maybe 800 gold? I don't know. We got a little bit. Leveling up some. We're level 7. I think we still want to go with host here. Now we're getting 100 a turn, so that's working a little bit better. Is Vlad going to be able to deal with this? I don't know where his main army is. He's biting off a lot. He just went to war with like 3 or 4 of these factions.
Dark
He just might get himself killed here. Wait, did I have... Why did it...
only the beginning.
Okay, I don't know why it was asking about that, but... This is a little cheaper. Vampiric Corruption plus 1 public order, but I still think we want this first. Okay, and that's going to be it for this episode after this turn. Probably should have stopped a little bit ago, but that's fine. We'll have a little bit of a longer episode just because that last one was kind of... Okay. Alright, Vlad dealt with him. That was a straight 20 stack right there. I mean, the AI, like, Undead is very, very strong on Legendary. They get a lot of extra stats, leadership, all this stuff. And that's really strong because, like, the vampire counts have such low base stats. Oh, you can't retreat if you're raiding? I forgot about that. Oh, Jesus. And we're gonna be tired in battle. I forgot you can't retreat. Well, we may have goofed that up. We'll see. I mean, it's not the end of the world if all these units die. We can hire them back for pretty cheap. But we'll see you next episode. I mean, that's only going to matter like really early on because the dwarfs wear a lot of armor. They get tired really quickly in combat. So they'll have an advantage early on in the fight, but then as it goes on, everybody's going to get tired eventually. We'll see. It'll be an interesting fight. They have a lot of miners. But we'll do that next time. So thank you very much. Have a good day. We'll start off with this interesting fight next time. And I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content.